friends, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some very quick and healthy recipes that you can do. Just take one day of your week and make these recipes up, and you can choose any meal or your snacks or whatever you want to do, but it's very helpful to take a day or an afternoon or even an hour and throw together some things that can either be stored in the refrigerator or stored in the freezer to make the rest of your week go easier and quicker. And today I am going to be working on some breakfast ideas. Not only do I want to get some things in the refrigerator and in the freezer that I can eat that are healthy choices through the week, and especially on the days that I work, but I do have some bananas that need to be used up, and so a couple of these recipes are going to be utilizing the bananas that I need to get used up so they don't go to waste. First recipe I'm going to make two recipes. I'm going to make some pancakes and I'm going to make some muffins. And the first recipe I'm going to make are the whole wheat banana pancakes. It says or waffles, but I'm just going to do pancakes because they're quicker. And it's from this book, 100 Days of Real Food. So in this bowl I have 4 cups of whole wheat flour, and I'm actually using this sprouted wheat flour that I got from Vitacost. And to the flour I am going to add the baking powder. It's 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 3 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And you want to whisk these ingredients together well. I forgot to add the stevia. I've got 1 tablespoon of stevia here. It's a stevia blend. It called for honey, but I'm using stevia instead. The reason I forgot to add it is because with the honey you would add that with the wet ingredients, but stevia is a dry ingredient. So you're going to go ahead and just blend that all in. You're going to make a well in the center of your flour mixture. And to that, if you were using honey, that's when you would add the honey. But to this, you're going to go ahead and add 4 eggs, 3½ cups of milk, and in my case I'm using almond milk, and 1/2 cup or one of these little containers of organic unsweetened applesauce. That applesauce takes the place of any kind of oil. You can use oil or butter or applesauce. I chose to use applesauce. And you want to mix this together thoroughly until it's just combined, but do not overmix. And then you want to mash up 4 ripe bananas. I only have 3 ripe bananas, so I'm just going to make do with what I have. Once you have your bananas all mashed up, then you want to mix them into your batter. Then you just want to fry your pancakes like you normally do, your preferred method. I like to do mine on this really big griddle that I have. I've had this griddle for a really long time and absolutely love it. Use it a lot for making pancakes mostly. That's what I mostly use it for. It's a really good griddle. And for the second recipe that I'm going to do today, I'm going to be doing the whole grain pumpkin muffins. And I'm going to be using this sprouted wheat flour again, if I have enough. If I don't, I will finish it off with white flour And I'm going to be adding some chocolate chips to the recipe. Those are not included in the recipe, but I love the way pumpkin and chocolate chips go together. So in this bowl I have 3 cups of the sprouted grain flour. I was just like maybe 1/4 of a cup shy of having enough, so I added just another 1/4 of a cup of white flour to it. And to this I'm going to add 1/2 cup of stevia blend. It called for honey. If you're going to be using honey, you would need 1 cup of honey, but I am using the stevia blend. 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pie spice. If you don't have the pumpkin pie spice, you can use cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, whatever kind of seasoning that you put in pumpkin pie. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And you're just going to whisk these ingredients together. So then to the dry ingredients, you're going to add 4 eggs, 2/3 cup of oil or melted butter, and you're going to go ahead and mix this together until it's smooth, but again, do not over mix. To make up for the liquid that would have been in the honey, I'm going to go ahead and add 1/3 of a cup of water. And then to this mixture, I'm going to add 1 can of organic pumpkin. Pumpkin puree, you do not want to use pumpkin pie mix. Pumpkin pie mix already has the sugar and the spices and dairy, I think some milk or condensed milk or something already in it. So you just want the pure pumpkin puree. And you're going to mix this in till it's all combined. So then once you have the ingredients all mixed together completely, you're going to fold in the 1/2 cup of dark chocolate chips. If you want to add nuts to this, you can, but I'm just going to add the chocolate chips. And you know what? I think it needs a little bit more chocolate chips. Oh, it's just good. So I'm going to add a few more chocolate chips. I added another 1/2 cup, so make it 1 cup of chocolate chips. Then you'll go ahead and fill your muffin cups. Then you bake at 350 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes or until they test done. So there you have it, friends. That is just 2 ideas of things that you can make ahead and put in the freezer. Now, both of these, I doubled the recipe, and I will have the recipe directions in the description box below as they are written in the cookbook. I will not double the recipe in the description box below. That way, if you only want to do a single recipe, it's easy enough to double it if you want to double it, or if you only want to do a single recipe. Or if you have a big family, you can triple it or quadruple it because both of these recipes freeze very well and they stay fresh in the refrigerator for several days. And so anyway, I know that this is going to help me this week to have healthy options for breakfast, especially those days that I have to work. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.